To our next in our job interview questions series. In this video, we're going to talk about how to answer why do you want to work at this company? So this is a real common question that you're going to find in interviews. This also is probably close to the beginning of the interview, but it could come at the very end. You might get a scenario where a person is wrapping up the interview and they say, one last question, why this company? Why do you want to work here? Why do you want to come work at this company? So it's a common interview question. It's one you should be prepared to answer, but it requires an uncommon answer. The last thing you want to do is sound like every other person that they've interviewed and throw in the common buzzwords that they usually get. Buzzwords like, I really like the values approach, or this is a goal-oriented company and I'm a goal-oriented person. I mean, it's the same plain vanilla answers that they hear over and over. This is an excellent opportunity for you to set yourself up as someone who's unique and different and memorable. That's important. Before we get into it, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like this video. It helps us keep things moving. And also comment below if you've got a better answer or an idea. We'd like to hear it. All right, so there are 4 different ways you can approach this question. And don't have the same answer for every single company. It is going to require a little research before you go to your interview. But here's 4 different ways you can answer this question, why do you want to work for this company? Number 1, refer to something that makes this company different. What makes the company unique? Is there some aspect of it that appeals to your personal values? An example might be if the company has a employee program where employees can go work in the community or employees can serve some type of population. If that's the case, you could say something about, I read about your company's outreach to and then drop in whatever community. It could be the local community. It could be a community based on an ethnicity or a socioeconomic segment. But whatever it is, I read about your company's outreach to the ABC community, and that spirit of giving back really aligns with my personal values. So you're giving them an example of something the company does that's different, that's unique, that is special to the company, and you're tying that back to yourself. So that's one way to answer this question, is come back with something that is unique about the company. And I think you can see why this takes a little bit of research. A second way you can approach this question is to talk about the company's history. Almost every company's website has something of their history. So you need to take the time and go read that. Find out what appeals to you there, if anything, and be prepared to talk about that if it's something that really clicks with you. An example of this would be, hey, I've read about or I've followed the company's growth through the years. The way you have adapted to the changing market makes this an inspiring place to be. Now, this will be an impressive answer. You will be surprised as the number of people that go on a job interview and have literally done no research at all. You show that you have done the research. You show that you have been that you're interested. It shows that you are prepared when you make a statement like this. So this is a great way to answer, why do you want to work for this company? Another way, the third way that you could answer this question, is to kind of think about the future. Make a nod to the future, either a future plan the company has or where you see yourself in the future. So for an example, they may say, why do you want to work at this company? And you might come back with, well, this company is on a tremendous growth curve and I really want to be part of that. You're demonstrating again that you've researched. You're watching the company. You're interested. You're motivated to help the company succeed. This is light years beyond the typical answer that they get in a job interview for this type of question. The last way you might answer this is to get personal. This is kind of a bit of a last resort to answer this question, but if you can't come up with anything else, then go here. And this is just tying it to something personal. What are your personal reasons, your real personal reasons why you want to get to this company? Now, some personal reasons you probably don't want to bring up if this is the first interview, like you pay better than the other company, or where I work now, or I want to come work here because it's 10 minutes closer to my house. That all may be true, but it's not the time to talk about it in this job interview. You want to tie something personal that you have to this. So an example would be, I have a friend who is a longtime employee here, and they say it's the best place they've ever worked, and I want to experience that as well. So again, you're positive, you're complimenting the company, and you're talking about a personal trait or a personal value or a personal reference that you have. So you could throw that in here as well. All right, so those are 4 ways that you can approach why do you want to work for this company. There is no 100% correct answer. You are going to have to do some research. But if you're just honest, if you're genuine, if you're just being yourself, you're not going to have any problems with this at all. Hey, you want to know what is the most potentially dangerous question to answer in a job interview? It is, tell me about yourself. Hey, you might think that's an easy question to answer, and it really is if you're prepared. So make sure you do some work ahead of that. We have another video on that, and we also have our 10 best answers to the question, tell me about yourself. If you go to the link below, you can download those answers, and it'll show you 10 different ways to answer that question and come across in a way that nobody else is doing. It distinguishes you, it makes you memorable, and you want that to happen. All right, that's all for this video. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and comment below, and we'll see you in the next series.